Hello everyone, it's Nimi and welcome back to my channel. And today I'll be drawing the first weekly forecast for September 2025, and that's for the week of September 7th. So let's go ahead and see what my cat deck and crystal struck deck have to say for this week. As usual, I'm going ahead with my cat deck first. Super interesting that we've got the moon here because there will be an eclipse happening, but I think that's kind of in between 7th and 8th, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to double check. This looks like a more fulfilling week, and let's see what the summary card from the cat deck is for the week of September 7th. Very fittingly, we've got the Fool. And at the bottom of the cat deck, we've got the Chariot. Let's see what my crystal struck deck has to say. Oh, we have the Emperor in reverse to start, which we already have for the middle of the week. We have repeat cards because we also had the Three of Wands from last week in the cat deck. We also had the Queen of Cups, and this time she's in reverse. Let's see what else is going on this week. Hello, we have the World again. Actually, both. Let's see what the context is for this week. There's a lot of construction happening, so there's a lot of metal banging around. And let's see what the summary card from Crystal Struck is for the week of September 7th. Interesting, we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. And at the bottom of the Crystal Struck deck, we have the Hierophant. That's pretty interesting because last week and this week both have Major Arcana cards at the bottom of the deck. So could be a lot happening. To start the week, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Emperor in reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles here is a sign that you have your sights on your goals and you will be getting what you want. For the cat, it's trying to steal some food. And if you're in a leadership position, I've said this many times before, the Emperor in reverse, which is also there for the middle of the week, reminds you not to rule with such rigidness. And if you are dead set on one goal and one method to achieve that goal, you might want to consider being more flexible and seeing what your other options are. Next, we have the World in reverse and the Five of Pentacles, and this is really funny because I will be traveling around this time and this week. So I am filming this prior to September 7th just for my editing ease. And this combination to me suggests that there could be potential travel mishaps for those of you who are also traveling. And the Five of Pentacles, which is also there by the way, this is kind of like a, do you want to risk or not risk? And since the cat version is already here, do you want to stay comfortable where you are inside? Or do you want to try and survive outside? And the dumpster in the distance is kind of a sign that there could be potential hardships that you don't know of outside. So this is, again, very much a risk or no risk card. Next, we have the Two of Wands, and we also have the Three of Wands in reverse. So the Two of Wands tells you you've got something in front of you a goal to chase maybe. This could be the beginning of a goal, given that it's one of the cards that are smaller in number. And this card in particular, I might have mentioned before, this one feels more like a kitten compared to the other cats in the deck. So this could be a new opportunity, so you need to choose whether to chase it or not. But with the Three of Wands in reverse here, like we have seen in previous weeks, don't be too distracted by those new flashy opportunities. Consider what you have first and see whether or not this new opportunity will benefit you and your existing priorities and projects. For the middle of the week, we have the Emperor in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So immediately I am seeing, okay, this calls for a break in the middle of the week because too much rigidity and possibly burnt out because this is Cups in reverse. So you might be dealing with people because of the Emperor, and the Queen card is a court card. So you might feel emotionally drained by other people and commitments. So the middle of the week might be a good time to kind of pace yourself with anything social related. Now this is where it gets really funny because we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the World. So this is almost like a mirror to the second card combination, and this might mean there's a particular situation that's being repeated this week. I won't go over the details again since the cards are the same, they're just in either upright or reversed. So that is a very interesting poll that I have this week. I have never done this before, so well, there's a first for everything. I really wonder, as there's a risk or no risk element, this could involve travel with the decision itself. So very curious to see what plays out, and do comment if anything of the sort ends up happening for you. And that's the end of the work week. So to start the weekend, we've got the Moon in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So this to me is another reflection of the Emperor in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. I'm feeling a lot of exhaustion, anxiety even. Yes, exhaustion, anxiety, frustration. But the Moon waxes and wanes, so any change that might be happening this week, just go with the flow. The Moon also has themes of being disillusioned when it's in reverse, and with the Seven of Pentacles, you may be feeling frustrated with something you're working on, so this is a good sign to go back to the drawing board and revisit your foundations to see if there's anything that you're missing. Sometimes, you never know, things could slip through I can't English.
I cannot English.
Things could slip through the cracks. We have a very positive end to the week, which is the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So despite all of the challenges you are facing, you may have fulfilled part of a long-term goal, which I keep seeing coming up. These two cards in particular, though not always together as a combination, they keep coming up. So this is a really good sign that you're being focused on your goals and you are finding fulfillment. And with Pentacles too, this might be something financial, so might be receiving some good news at the end of the week. So our summary cards are the Fool and the Ace of Cups in reverse. And the Fool here was drawn last week as well, so I think there are a lot of chapters and cycles ending with the 10 over there, and a lot of powerful new beginnings for some of you. And this week, the Ace of Cups in reverse doesn't necessarily refer to a lack of love, like I mentioned last week. And I think this ties in more with some of the cards here, like the Emperor in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse. This might be that you're just a little more emotionally drained this week. So do remember to take care of yourself and recharge when you need to. This week, the Chariot is upright and it shows that you are taking control of your life and your goals. So the Chariot is very literal and you are taking the reins. So good on you. You've got a lot of good focus going on. And we have a very interesting card from Crystal Struck at the bottom of the deck, which is the Hierophant, because this refers to tradition. That is the main one that comes up for me. So this burnout could be from a corporate job, but you're also finding fulfillment outside of your work life, which is good because then you've got a good work-life balance. But it might also be asking you to consider, thinking back to the Emperor in reverse, do you always need to rely on traditional methods to get things done? And that concludes my weekly reading for the week of September 7th. If you want to get a more personalized version of this reading, that's available on my Ko-Fi in the description, as well as my resources. Hopefully you are able to get through the week without burning out. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, make sure you're eating, drinking water, and pacing yourself, like I've mentioned before. And I will see you in the next weekly forecast video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and bye!